many people who have like class, people who have like a good upbringing, people who are like very educated. They have most, I would say, not all of them, but most of them have like a very narrow view of what a good person is, or what a good partner is, because they're looking for this stereotypical squeaky clean image of a person. Somebody who grew up in an environment that's very privileged, or very very upbringing where they didn't really have like a lot of hardships and things like that. They're looking for somebody squeaky clean cut. I mean, which is fine, but that doesn't necessarily equate to a person who's well rounded. And if from my experience, a lot of people who have like a lot of wisdom, people who are very grounded, have a lot of experience. I would say majority of them are usually rough around the edges. You know, from my experience, because if a person works hard, if they beat the odds, if they had like a rough upbringing, if they make it in society, they have a quality about them where they're very upfront, they're very assertive, so the whole idea of somebody who's rough around the edges is not a bad quality. It's just pretty much indication that that person's been through a lot. They beat the odds, they worked hard, they bust their ass to get to where they at in society. So usually like the best people, to find are ones that who are very unconventional. They got original ideas. They don't think like everybody else. They don't follow the herd. They're very aggressive, creative, very innovative, have original thoughts on their own, have like a different taste in music, arts, movies, and stuff like that. So those are the qualities of a good person. So don't. So my advice to people who have like a sheltered upbringing, don't look for anybody who's like too squeaky clean, because that's usually indication that they didn't really have a lot of hardships, so they might like break under pressure. So it's always good to realize that people who are unconventional, who are rough around the edges, those are pretty good people to be acquainted with.